Ladies and gentlemen, I've got good news, weird news, and maybe bad news. All right, let's start out with the good news. Dry air intrusions and heavier wind shear than expected are kicking the crap out of beta. But don't let your guard down, because this Greek nomenclature tropical storm will still bring heavy rains to Texas and Louisiana. And so, that's how it's going to go. And then there's Hurricane Teddy. With Hurricane Teddy, it appears the wind shear and high pressure system are going to keep it off of the coast of the United States of America. Nova Scotia, I would still keep an eye on this, as it is going to bring some pretty big waves. So that is good news. And now for weird news, we've got a low system that is spinning off of Florida and may move into the Gulf. If it gives you deja vu for Hurricane Sally, well then, so be it, because, it's sort of similar. So yeah, models are not as bullish on it, but we will have to keep an eye on it, because it's kind of how Sally started. And then you got this orange cheese doodle over in the Atlantic on the east side. We'll keep an eye on that. So this is your general near peak hurricane season 2020 madness. And then you got your big rain band extending out as beta is supposed to go west, which seems very odd to me. And then you got Wilford, who supposedly poses no threat, but this is 2020. And then for the real weird news, hurricane on Venus? Probably. I would guess there's life on Venus and there's hurricanes on Venus. And Venus is a lot more like Earth than they've ever told us. Also, we got a possible far side sunspot. The Earth side of the sun has been blank for nearly a month, as we've been in a deep solar minimum, but are climbing towards solar maximum. But that could change soon. NASA's Stereo A spacecraft has detected an ultraviolet hotspot on the far side of the sun. It's probably a sunspot, due to turn towards Earth next week. Okay, that is exciting. But more exciting is, everybody knows about Jupiter's red spot. Well, if you don't, you should. And now Venus has its own red spot. Is it a giant storm like a hurricane? Maybe. That would be my guess. Venus's great red spot. Some people say Venus is boring. And those people are dickweeds or dumb, or have bad taste, or have been obsessed with Mars for 20 years. Viewed through a normal telescope, the second planet appears to be dull. And there's nothing dull about Venus. It's like people misinforming people to distract them for some reason. Pale sphere without any distinguishing features. But that's not what amateur astronomer Carmine Gargiulo saw when he looked on September 18th. And notice once again, this is an amateur astronomer observation. They never turn the Hubble towards Venus. Yeah, we got a hurricane on Venus probably, because the whole solar system is changing, bro. Venus showed several cloud formations and what appears to be a hurricane. Okay, so get ready for some apocalyptic unveiling disclosure of Venus Veritas over the next few years would be my guess. Great. So that would make it Hurricane Alpha on Venus. Get it? Because it would be an A-name storm, and that would be like the first hurricane we ever saw, which would be Adam. No, that was supposed to be the joke. Hurricane Adam. I screwed it up. And then women are going to be like, no, it's Hurricane Lilith. There's another bad joke. Okay. But this is Hurricane Teddy, and hopefully it will pose no threat to the East Coast of the United States of America. We'll continue to watch, though. I've been kicking Beta's ass in my dreams on the astral plane. You're welcome. But yeah, tropical storm, heavy rain. I'm exhausted. You're exhausted. We're all exhausted, and we're 72% through 2020. Although the next 45 days are probably going to be rough. So, heavy rains coming in Texas, Louisiana. It's going to move to the west. Then it's going to go north. And then north and east. And then we got that thing coming into Florida over that we'll need to keep an eye on. Okay, great. How are you? What are you wearing? So, yeah, Beta is supposed to move to the west with colder waters and wind shear and dry air intrusion limiting its development. Teddy is now officially just supposed to go straight north pretty much. up into Nova Scotia. So if you're in the Nova Scotia area, please be looking out. And Jack Sillin, who's always chilling, is talking about the Florida swirl. The difference between a swirl is it's just something that goes around. A swirly is when the bullies stick your head in the toilet and then flush it in high school. I don't know, do they still have bullies anymore? Florida swirl trying to put some meat on them bones this afternoon. And I've not had any problems doing that. I've gained some weight during pandemic 2020. Still not it's not about me. Still not expecting it to do much today or tonight, except for breezy showers in Florida. But I'm curious to see what happens after some time over water. Models are bearish, but it's worth keeping an eye on this. And that's what I'll do, because that's what I do. Okay, great. And thank you, Jesus. Somebody's kickbait his ass. Alan Gerard, short-term organizing trend to plateaued based on radar and warming loops. Tops on IR satellite. Too bad we do not have recon in there this afternoon to see how it has been evolving in detail. Although it has tried to pop an eye, but somebody gave that a black eye, so it's having a harder time. Brady's talking about some growing concerns for this disturbance listed by the NHC. Well, it was just a swirl, now has some convection developing. And don't we have concern fatigue, man? I mean, 2020's been quite a run. Anyway, I'll be watching it. If you do want to be concerned, here's my next major concern. And the crazy thing is it's not even on this list. The next thing I'm really concerned about is, well, if you guessed phosphine on Venus, you were wrong, because I would guess the aliens on Venus are friendly and the aliens on Mars are very unfriendly and hate human beings. This is Venus we're looking at right now. More and more, it reminds me of a planet like Earth, you know? And if you were guessing I was most concerned about asteroids, no, you'd be wrong, because Asteroid Fight Club seems to have that shit under control. Dave Indoor Cat Dickinson, close pass inbound 6-meter asteroid 2020 SW will pass 13,000 miles from the surface of Earth on September 24th. Might be a decent binocular object. That's what she said. I got a feeling definitely California wildfire season will end on October 6th when Mars gets its closest to Earth. So we will see wildfire season and tornado season start to ratchet down, and then they'll start to get wet weather season. So that's good news, asterisk. But meteorologist Johnny Parker is hitting the thing I'm thinking about. All right. In my prediction that a hurricane would hit the northeast coast, or it had a 25% chance of going out to sea, which we saw with Teddy. So that kind of hits the thing. After that, around the 11th or the first week of October, we should be expecting a hurricane to come out of the CAG area down by the Bay of Campeche and then be a threat to the Gulf. I would say Crystal River, but I'll probably be saying that for years. All meteorologist Johnny Parker, all 12Z ensembles today show Western Caribbean tropical potential during the first week of October. It would make some sense for something to form there just going forward, just something to keep in mind. So the next major threat, and I'm not telling you to let your guard down, bro, because as you can see, it's 2020 for the rest of the year. I didn't know if you knew that. You do now. But we will definitely be watching for anything to come out of here to threaten the entire Gulf, okay? That is when I think the actual next major threat would be the first week or 10 or 11 days of October. So we will stay on top of it. All right. Everybody stay cool. I love you. Let's have a great day, but let's play defense, be smart, because, yeah, the next 2 or 3 months of the year are probably going to be crazier than the year already been. Me no talk good right now. Me need mental rest or some shit. How do you get that? So when I go to sleep, my dreams are super crazier than real life. There's no rest anywhere, I guess. Okay, stay cool. I love you guys. Peace out.